Hey guys, welcome to another Elliott Waves on Cryptos. In today's video, we're going to have a quick look on BTC and Ethereum. They both hang at or by or below the 51 and the 4K. It looks like to me no one wants to push prices to those levels because they have a huge amount of orders there and they're likely to be selling orders than anything else. I have been tracking whale activity and I have been tracking the volumes from the 29 plus level, and I've been also tracking the inflows and outflows on exchanges, and I am more keen to say and maybe even recommend that if you have been pocketing some gains out of this rally, it might be a good time to consider taking something out of the market, right? We are going to analyze BTC. We see the main scenario and the alternative scenario, and that's going to be, of course, the similar case for Ethereum. I just want to tell you that we have option expirations and derivatives expirations over the weekend. It's a critical day, especially going into next week as well. We have a lot of those derivatives expiring from different exchanges. So September is going to be a very, very decisive month for BTC and the rest of the cryptocurrency market. Maybe it's going to be close at the beginning, maybe closer to the end, but either way, I think we have the 51, the 52, and the 52K, 5250 to consider. Yeah, when we think about how markets are going to move towards fresh highs, as many expect. So let's quickly go and jump onto the BTC and Ethereum. And as always, do not forget that you can find me on my YouTube channel. You can see the caption. You can join my Telegram channel and also follow me on Twitter for regular updates. As you remember, I've been calling this move to the upside part of a correction, of a bigger correction that is going to send us below the previous low and closer to the 22K. If we look a little bit further out, guys, I'm looking at this as an expanding flat, right? Which finished down at 29.20, whatever that level is. And I'm looking at this as a W, X, and Y, although many analysts are seeing this as an ABC regular flat with an extension in the wave C. But I want someone, any of those analysts, to really show me evidence that another ABC correction with an extended wave C to 261.8 Fibonacci extension has been seen before, because I have never seen any. And if you told me about irregular flats, obviously the expanding variation, yes, I know, and I have seen many extending to 2.618, but regular flats, never. So until it's proven, evidently, I will be seeing this as a W, X, and Y, which means we've got an ABC correction here, okay? Now you will notice that a few days ago, yeah, and how have we been struggling to cross that area, you will notice that a few days ago, we exited this channel over here. That's connecting the beginning of wave A and also wave B. This is called the base channel, okay? And as you can see, the base channel gives us some sort of guideline, let's just say a flight path to where prices are likely to remain into an accelerated trend or not. So at the moment, we are actually trading outside that, okay? Which means, things are not as flourishing as some people think, okay? I'm not gonna go into volumes, but I want to tell you that volumes are not, there is really no demand, okay? I want you to know that there is no demand, no real demand. All these volumes have been driven mainly by exchanges driving prices up. I don't want to go there. Let's leave that for another time. But if we pull our Fibonacci extension over here, you will see that between W and X, yeah, my wave Y could end at 53K, yeah. Next level to look up is the 57.90, which is like nearly the 58, okay. We've done the two Fibonacci, the 200 bounce over here as a support, and it looks like that, we might be heading up. Now, how I see this as an ABC, okay, over here, because it's part of a double zigzag. And this ABC in wave C, I'm looking at an ending diagonal, okay? As you can see, that's my ABC. This is my ABC. This is my ABC. This is my ABC. And I'm waiting for another wave C to take us to perhaps up to 53K. That will be the max I'm looking for this particular market. But I want to tell you something else. An ending diagonal can literally, the fifth wave, the last one, could end anywhere above the previous high. So maybe, and after that 51 was just literally taken out, maybe we'll start seeing prices move lower now, okay? Now this scenario that I'm looking at, regardless of where we're going to stop, okay, it's my main scenario. When we start moving lower down, the first level to start to break will be the 44K. Then we have, we're gonna meet support at 42.5. And then over here as well, the previous stop, we re-enter the range over here that we did for weeks or maybe for months, okay? Then the moment we break the 37.2, then the probability of this main scenario being the actual scenario is going to be very, very, very high. If we stop at any of those levels, then we could look at this with a different view, okay? And that will be the case where this is 1 and 2, this is 3, this is 4, like a triangle, and we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? This, first of all, could indeed be an ABC with an expanded wave C, like a regular flat. However, since I don't see the evidence yet, I would be more leaning towards a scenario where my C wave finished here truncated, although I don't like that scenario, but I prefer to have an expanding flat going up, which means this is my ABC, this is my ABC, and this is 1 and 2, this is 3 and 4, and we're gonna get the fifth wave up, okay? Obviously, we're gonna get closer to the previous top, and by getting closer to that top, it means that the chances of moving lower down are going to increase, right? To decrease, excuse me. But this particular scenario would make more sense to me rather than having an extended wave C on a regular flat. I want an extended wave C on an irregular flat, which is the expanded flat variation over here, okay? So just pay attention to what's gonna happen over the next few days. And now the other scenario, of course, guys, is that we really finished down here. This is my my C, so this is W, this is like X, and this is Y. So we'll go 1 and 2, we'll go 3 and 4 and 5, and then we're going to correct either way. We're gonna stop maybe, you know, at any of those support levels and then continue all the way up to fresh highs. But as you well see, this is the second alternative, my main, the alternative, which is, you know, truncation and irregular expanded flat, or we're gonna head higher. That's also the order I'm actually seeing right now as well, with the incoming data that we receive and we have been receiving over the past few days, not to say weeks, okay? So this is all for BTC, guys, okay? This is all. Now for Ethereum, you see that we literally just done the 4K as well, okay? And there are big orders there, I am pretty sure. I'm expecting a similar sort of similar fate, let's say, okay? This is an ABC to me. This is a W, X, and Y again, okay? And that's like an X, and we're gonna see prices moving lower down. However, and maybe we can even make that change now, okay? I want you to look at this, and what I'm doing currently here is I'm calling this an ABC, okay? And I'm gonna put that on the intermediate since we've reached the 90%. You see this? We just literally reached the 90%. What this means is that this is, well, it can be a regular flat because this is an ABC, this is an ABC, and we're gonna see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? It could be a regular flat, or in case we break above the previous high, 105% above, right, over here, then that could be an irregular flat, which means we can get a running variation, 5 waves down without a high, without a previous low, and then continue higher up, or we're going to see a 5 wave move to the downside and we're going to break to fresh lows, okay? So since we are doing this, let's do this in the correct manner. We've got, actually, yes, we can have that as a W, X, and Y. It doesn't need to be ABC since the ABC is in here. But we can easily call this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, like leading diagonal would be 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 as well, okay? So look at this, something like this. I'm calling, excuse me, now that would be an A, yeah, a B and a C. Yeah, so a leading diagonal, the wave B, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, a triangle, and 5. That's the last wave. I just don't like the fact that the correction over here is a triangle, and the correction over here, it really lasted really nearly nothing. That's why for now it might just be making sense to just leave that as a W, X, and Y, because it's a wave C. It's a wave B, excuse me, of a flat. So that wave can be a W, X, and Y. Okay, and if we look at how this also it's moving to the upside, you know, it makes sense that this is actually making sense more of an ABC, because we have a triangle here, and inside the triangle in wavy we'll have another triangle. We've got 1, 2, then 3 and 4, yeah, and this looks like to me that's going to be the last wave to the upside, guys. Okay, now obviously we are very near invalidations, mainly on the Ethereum rather than on the BTC. But literally up to 145, which is the 4,500, okay, we literally go up there and still not get an invalidation, okay? Only when we break above that level, I will be like, okay, the main scenario, it's invalid, and now we'll move with the second scenario, okay? And the second scenario is this. The second scenario is that we finished down here, okay, with an ABC. This is like a leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's my correction in wave 2. All of this is going to be a wave 3. Yeah, this is going to be a wave 4. This is going to be a wave 5. And from there, that's going to be a 1 and a 2. And then we're going to get the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th. Okay, which means the low is in already down here. Okay, so guys, without keeping you any longer, that's going to be it for the day. Take care. Today is a critical day and over the weekend, and we'll speak again fairly soon.